Is the gentleman from Indiana, Mr. Pence, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Chairman Johnson and Ranking Member Tonko, for letting me wave on to this. Command and control regulations in EPA's PM 2.5 rule are bad for Hoosiers and Americans. This regulation will raise costs on Hoosier businesses and hinder economic growth in the state. Why do I say that? What I know about it? In 2004, a man named Mitch Daniels became the governor of Indiana, and he put me on his transition team to take over the Indiana Department of Environmental Management and fight the EPA and the Indiana Department of Environmental Management, which was the biggest impediment to growth in the state. And we solved that problem by getting industry and IDEM and the EPA to work together. Mr. Hunt, as you said, at a time when companies are looking to reshore domestic manufacturing, this rule serves as a detriment to new investment. Instead of working alongside states to advance common goals of improving air quality, this rule was hastily thrown together, built off faulty data and unsubstantiated projections. Across Indiana's 6 districts, stakeholders and state officials have voiced their opposition to this rule. State officials found several inaccuracies in the proposed rules, data sets, and complete misrepresentations of existing facilities across the state. As a result, cost estimates are built off these assumptions are untenable, and the technology requirements are not feasible. The magnitude of emission control requirements and permitting timelines needed to comply with this rule extend far beyond what is reasonable. Last week, I sponsored a roundtable with Hoosier stakeholders in Indiana, in Indianapolis, who are working together in earnest to implement features of the electrification policy, which would help reduce particulates. Utilities, research universities such as Purdue University, Vincennes University, parking and mobility experts, and EV charging station developers joined together in the 6th District to share lessons learned and best practice as part of this transition. A common theme amongst the group was that the timelines and excessive regulations are far ahead of what is possible. Mr. Hammer, state officials and stakeholders have repeatedly told me that EPA's ambitious timelines for implementing their regulations are not practical, realistic, or affordable. How do you view the timelines of implementation of the PM 2.5 rule from the industry's perspective? What are you hearing?
It's not practical. It's not practical, and it doesn't identify the fact that 84% of the PM 2.5 is from wildfires. And Congressman, this is universal across chambers. This is National Association of Manufacturers. I was just with Kevin Brinegar, my colleague who runs the Indiana Chamber.
Right, retiring.
And he's retiring. All of the major state chambers across the country oppose this. We support clean air. What we oppose are regulations that simply are not practicable and will cost lots of jobs.
Yeah, let's get it done, but let's do it right, and let's just not ruin the economic prosperity and the health that we can provide our citizens. With that, I'd like to yield my time to Congressman Pfluger.
Thank you.